In this lesson, we're going to learn what happens when we untick Skip Import Mode in Adobe Premiere Pro. When Skip Import Mode is unchecked, Premiere Pro does not jump directly into the editing workspace. Instead, it opens the import screen first. This import screen is designed to help us bring media into the project in an organized way. It gives us more control before we start editing, especially if we are beginners. Here, you can see all the available sample media files. These are preview thumbnails, so you can visually identify your clips. Here, you can increase or decrease the media thumbnail size using this control. If you prefer a cleaner, more detailed view, you can also switch to list view instead of thumbnails. Choose the view that works best for your workflow. Thumbnails are great for visual browsing, while list view is perfect for detailed information. You can select one clip, multiple clips by using the Shift key, Control or Command key, or even the entire folder. On the right side, we have import settings, and this part is very important. First, we have Add to New Bin. When this option is turned on, Premiere will automatically create a new bin in the project panel. This helps keep your media organized from the beginning. You can also rename the bin here, so everything stays clean and easy to find. Next is Copy Media. If this option is enabled, Premiere will copy the selected files into your project folder. If it is turned off, Premiere will only link to the original files. For beginners, it's usually okay to keep this off unless you want full backup control. After that, we have Create New Sequence. When this option is turned on, Premiere will automatically create a sequence from the imported clips. You can also rename the sequence here. This is very useful because you don't have to create a sequence manually later. Below that is automatic transcription. If this is enabled, Premiere will automatically transcribe the audio in your clips. You can choose the language, like English. And you can also enable auto language detection if your content has multiple languages. This feature is very helpful for captions and text-based editing. Next is speaker labeling. This is used when there are multiple people speaking in the video. Premiere can try to identify different speakers automatically. This is mostly useful for interviews and podcasts. Then we have transcription preferences. Here, Premiere decides when to transcribe the clips. For example, it can transcribe only the clips that are used in the sequence. Finally, we have media analysis. When this option is on, Premiere analyzes your media for visual and audio elements. This helps with searching, AI features, and smart tools later. At the bottom, you'll see the Import button. Once everything looks good, click Import. And your media will be added to the project with the selected settings. So when we choose the sequence settings, all the media we import into the timeline automatically follows those same settings. This means your clips are placed into the timeline without any technical mismatch, and everything stays consistent throughout the edit. That's why setting up the correct sequence at the beginning is very important for smooth editing and exporting. This import screen helps you stay organized, save time, and start editing in a clean and professional way right from the beginning.